Okay, I am trying to record some, or go through the GNU Herd bug list. So you can do a DuckDuckGo search for GNU Herd Savannah. This is Savannah. It is a way to host code. You can go to bugs, browse, and here we are. These are all the bug reports for the GNU Herd, and there's a couple of them. So I'm just, one way to start contributing to a project I've heard is to just read through the bug reports, take some notes, try to see if they still exist, if the problem still exists. So this is the first one. Here it is. Proc PID environment returns input-output errors on read attempts. So this person, I recognize that name. This is a legitimate bug report, probably. So about a year ago, she says, or he, whoever it is, probably he, I'm having problems retrieving process environment from proc, something like cat proc that environment often, but not always returns an input-output error, while message port get environment -P936 works fine. I'm not exactly sure which processes suffer from this, but translators seem particularly vulnerable. Studying the problem with RPC trace, it seems that there are two different ways to obtain a process's environment. So I want to break down some of this. I guess, so proc is process information. On Linux, it's kind of, it's located in proc. The Herd tries to be compatible and does it slightly different ways, but the same information that is available on Linux/proc should be available on the Herd/proc. So I want to get some understanding here. Cat proc turns input-output error. Well, let's see here. PS-E, these are all the processes that are running. Then SH is running. Let's try running this cat proc and changing this ID from 936 to 724. Let's see if I get an input-output error. So, cat proc 936. Nope, not that one. Sorry. 722. Or been SH, so we'll make that 724. Environment. Environ. Seems to be working well. I don't have an input-output error yet. That seems to be fine. I think you said you run that often. You get an input-output error. While message port, MSG, port dash get environment dash P, the process is bummer. The process is 724. Message port get environment env. Process number is 724. Yep, I like that output much better. Seems so. I don't see this so far. That seems to be fine. Studying the problem with RPC trace, it seems that there are always two different ways to obtain a process's environment. The proc server holds a pointer to the environmental array in the process's address space, not its own. And then VM reads it to answer proc get environment RPCs. This is how procfs does it, and this is what isn't working. That was hard to unpack. So RPC trace is a remote procedure call program, debugging program. So the Hurd uses a remote procedure call. And if you say that a different way, it just means it's one process asking another process for information, or one process communicating to another process. It's kind of a conceptual idea about it. So sometimes the programs don't communicate effectively, and this tracing tool is a great way to debug that. It seems there are two different ways to obtain the process's environment. The proc server holds a pointer to the environment array and the process's address space, not its own. And then VM reads it to answer proc get environment RPCs. This is how procfs does it, and this is what isn't working. I've written a short program attached to fetch the argument locations and print them. Comparing this output to proc/PID maps shows that on the affected processes, the addresses appear sane, but do not correspond to mapped memory locations, thus the input-output errors. The other way to get a process's environment is to fetch the process's MSG port and query it using a mock message G get environment RPC. The message port program does this and is able to successfully retrieve environment information. Probably not. So I'm going to write down some notes about this because this is kind of interesting. So I have cheat sheets on everything, and this is one of them. To do. Oh, that's cool. Bug notes. Hurd bugs. Bug number 49730. Copy. Actually, I wonder if I can find this in Gmain real quick. This is gonna fail. Yes. Continue. Yes. Yes. Okay. Gmain. Okay, so this is right now I'm using Emacs. I'm using GNUs. Apparently, a lot of GNU people use GNUs, and I'm going to try to subscribe to. Wait, I probably already have that. Hurd bugs. I do not have. Yes, Hurd bugs. I'll go for all of them, I guess. Actually, can I can't query foreign proc PID environ returns input output. Yeah. Okay, you can't search, so that's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna copy some of this stuff down. That is kind of. I wonder if this thing still exists, because I don't get any input-output errors. I don't see any input-output errors. Let's try to do bit sh. Try to loop through that command several times and see if I get an input-output error. As an example. While loop. Okay, I'll do something like this. I'm gonna try this programming bash create directory proc input output error create buffer while n is not equal to 1,000. What's the input output error? Something like cat this. I'm sorry, I'm running it. It's probably hard to you guys' eyes to watch all this. Where'd that, okay. Increments n cat proc ps dash e grep sh ps dash e grep n sh. ps dash e grep 1 message. Or ID is equal to the output of ps dash e grep hello, what's going on here? Oh man, woman, there we go. Grep. I think it's like, maybe it's n? No. I'm trying to just show like only the first match. Count of matching lines for each input file. Oh, M. Max 1. There we go. Now I gotta write an awk script really quickly. I have a cheat sheet for that somewhere. Cheat programming. Oh. I have an awk cheat sheet. Awk get the first. Town info. Awk. So what I'm trying to do right now, oh, maybe I'm going too far into this, but basically grep -m-1 bin sh, do something with awk. But basically what I want to do, and I'll just skip all that for the moment, which bash, bin bash, there you go. Bin bash, the environment, the process ID for bin bash is 724. Can I run this thing? Looks like I can run it. Okay. Proc programming bash proc. Ah, maybe that was an error, or is it just 500 times, 600 times, 400 times, 950 times? Doesn't seem to have any input-output error. So I think this might not be a problem. And I can actually attach that little program. And I'll go ahead and do that perhaps. And see what happens. But not always. Returns input-output error. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and print that out. Hopefully I didn't. I mean, from running that command, and you do this 1,000 times. Maybe there's input-output errors that I'm missing here. But it ran through it. So I'll just post that and see what happens. But I might have to work on this. But basically, I don't want to have to type this in every time. I want to just create a simple command. So ps-e grep bin sh. So this number bin sh, it's changed, which is weird. No, right here, 724, right? I can log out and log back in, and the number might be different. So I can't guarantee that number is going to be the same thing every time. What I wanted to do was to create this short little thing here to pull out the ID from that and then just feed it in here. That way you don't have to manually type this in every single time. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and post this here and say I'm not sure if we're getting an input-output error anymore. Maybe we are. Maybe I'm just an idiot for posting. But am I logged in? Let's see if I can't log in. It's been a while since I've tried to log in. I don't even know what it is. Let's try that. Don't save. But yeah, you get the idea. Basically, you have to log in and attach some stuff. You guys don't want to sit around and wait for me to try to find my user credentials, but that's coding for tonight.